Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and welcome to the Commander's Briefing. Erdogan has been re-elected as the president of Turkey, and this is pretty significant because this is actually his 11th time winning the election. And according to this post by the World Times, they say that this is world record, 11 elections in a row, a record for any elected leader in the world's history, which is very interesting. And of course, this will then bring into some of a lot of people's mind about how could this be democratic, right? It sounds like he's a dictator, sounds like he's like an emperor or something, and this prompts very stupid comments, how because Erdogan is re-elected, Turkey loses its chance to restore democracy. It's like he is elected after a very tight race, I would say. And how could this be not democracy? What is democracy? Only candidates that you like? He don't believe in democracy. They put it that way. And this is, I think this is somewhat of a recurring theme, I think, even in DPA Open Mic. For those that did not watch DPA Open Mic, you must check it out. Must check it out. You will fall in love with it. When you have a strong man like Erdogan, I feel that if he's popular, then he should be appreciated, because once he's gone, the country is going to have a lot of problems, just like in Singapore. And just look at the support that he gets. They are singing and celebrating his election. How can this not be democracy? He has supporters, a lot. I think this is celebration, I guess. That he's singing. You can see his fans, his supporters. And so this is another one. Very nice. So this is pretty recent. This is just 6 hours ago posted. And I can tell you that his popularity is amazing. Western media like to demonize Erdogan to make it sound like a dictator. Check it out. He's really popular. This is celebration in Lebanon. Lebanon is just next to Turkey, makes sense. It reminds me of winning a World Cup. Like Erdogan winning his presidential election feels like a World Cup. You know why? We have another one. This is Berlin. This is Berlin. The Turks within Germany came out in droves, and they basically blocked out the entire road. It's as if Germany is part of Turkey. And not just that, Rotterdam, they blocked, basically as they celebrate, they basically blocked the tunnel, and they even chased away the police officer. You see the police officer with the bike over here, and then they surrounded him to celebrate. And then he feels very pressured, and then he decided to run away. Yeah, you see, check out the big flag. This is ridiculous. Erdogan is so popular, and I cannot even imagine. I didn't even know that he's this popular. I just thought that he's really important for the geopolitics for Turkey, internal stability within Turkey, the stability of the region, in geopolitics for Turkey and the surrounding region. But no, he's really popular. So yeah, I just thought this is something that is really interesting. How how the mass media is like, you can imagine. I'm also affected by the mainstream media's reporting and their characterization of people, and I wouldn't have known that he's this popular purely based on what I have read over the years in the mainstream media. So yeah, this just put things into a different perspective, I would say. And yeah, I just thought you guys should know. And Turkey came out with this superb advertisement. I think you guys might like it. I think it's very cool. It's a celebration of the heritage of the Ottomans and the Turks. It's so well made. The advertisement is so well made. So cool. I would be so proud to be a Turk. It reminds me of the Mongols. It's World War I. Oh no, they're charging while the cavalry is running in. Oh my god. oh no, he died. But Ottoman really lost World War One. It's just talking about history, not really something to be celebrate about, because World War One basically the Ottoman Empire. It's cool, right? Is the driver the one doing the commentary? Like the successor of the Ottoman, the king is so cool. It's like just fucking cool, man. Just fucking cool. So yeah, I really love this advertisement, even though I'm not a Turk. I know I thought this is a very, very well made video. Moving away from Turkey, we have Lindsey Graham. So he said something, a video footage of this US senator said something that just went viral, and I think let's play it. And for those that did not know this happened, because maybe you don't live on Twitter, I think this is, yeah, you might be surprised by what he said.
Free or die.
Free or die.
Now you are free.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are dying. It's the best money we've ever spent.
Thank you so much.
No, it's...
So basically the controversial statement is, and the Russians are dying, is the best money we have ever spent. This went viral. And it's horrid, to hear something come out like this, because he has no regards to human life. And this is is pretty much the stereotypical US politician that the rest of the world imagines Americans to be. So if you're American, maybe you don't get it, or maybe you're part of the West, you're Europeans, you don't understand. This is a cartoonish stereotype of what the rest of the world, especially in Asia and Africa, imagine American politicians to be. What the hell is that? So then there was this earlier footage. This was in 2016. And what happened in 2016? At the end of 2016, there was a presidential election. And Donald Trump became president. And because Donald Trump became president, the entire plan to fight against the Russians has been thrown out of the window. This war that we are looking at now could actually have happened in 2017, but it did not, because Donald Trump is literally just anti-war. The entire plan just went out of the window. So it's quite scary, understanding when you see this kind of thing, and then you see the war that's happening now. I'm on the opposite side of the world, but whatever happens in the United States actually directly affects me in Singapore and my region. And usually whatever that happens always start off from the local politics. Like, just the election of Donald Trump or not affects me, affects the world. And moving away from that, let's go to talk about Belarus. So one of the biggest news is Belarus have agreed with Russia to allow Russia to deploy nuclear weapons within Belarus. And this is actually published in a statement, and Shoigu and his counterpart of Belarus actually signed this agreement that allows Russia to actually deploy nuclear weapons. As you can see, they signed the agreement, this Shoigu. And then he emphasized, Russia emphasized that, they are not transferring the nuclear weapons to Belarus. The control and the use remains part of Russia, which basically also signifies that Belarus is officially now a protectorate of Russian Federation. So they are basically a vassal state, essentially, put in this way. And yeah, they look really happy. So I'm not sure what to feel if I'm Belarus and I need Russia to defend me, and then I'm giving up certain level of sovereignty to allow Russia to deploy their troops, nuclear weapons on my territory. Yeah, Lukashenko was in Moscow. And then came this shocker of news. They say Lukashenko is urgently transported to Moscow Central Clinical Hospital after a closed-door meeting with Putin. This guy is not a nobody. This guy is actually the competition to Lukashenko. He's the presidential candidate. He's basically the leader of the opposition, if I'm not wrong. And he basically tweeted this, saying that Belarusian President Lukashenko is under medical care and have critical condition. He, as the representative of the Belarus Democratic Forum of the Republic of Belarus, he urges the Western leaders, why Western leaders? But Western leaders, to convene a strategic session in the coming days to discuss the election initiative in order to secure the transitional period, transition from Lukashenko to someone else. And so they want technologies to conduct fair and transparent elections in Belarus. I don't think that's what he means. I think he wants he wants something else. This is picked up by basically a lot of mainstream media, and it went viral. Claiming that he's dead or he's dying, in Russia. And then we have this funny video. Basically, the joke is that this is the comment by Lukashenko that got him poisoned. Putin asked him to sit, and then he thanked him for agreeing to be here. And then Lukashenko allegedly replied, as if I could have another choice. I thought this is really funny. Yeah, and of course, predictably, just like everyone that is supposed to die, he didn't die. According to a Belarus project, they reported that Lukashenko is now in the meeting with Ivara Nabiullina, the head of the Central Bank of Russia, in the Palace of Independence in Minsk. That means he's back. This was allegedly the photo, looking pretty alive, pretty KFC-ish. Yeah, and then so a lot of very heavy stuff in today's briefing. I just want to add, it's not going to be a daily briefing because I have to prioritize reporting of news and other things. So, and also there might be other work that I need to do. So I'll try to do as often as possible the commander's briefing, and just so that we don't end off, being also serious. Yeah, I want to talk about cultural appropriation. So I want you to watch this video. I think it's really funny. So,
do you think my outfit is offensive?
Are you Mexican?
No.
Yes.
I think it reaffirms stereotypes that are offensive to people.
It's not yours.
Do you find my outfit offensive?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not your culture?
You don't really understand what their culture means and what it means to wear these things, like the hats and the maracas. You sort of have to understand where all of this comes from for it to not be cultural appropriation.
So if you understand, it means you can wear it.
Does my outfit offend you?
You look no. You look nice.
Do you like my costume?
Yes.
Does it offend you?
No.
Do you like my outfit?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Does my outfit offend you?
No, not at all.
No, nothing. That's good.
Do you think my outfit is offensive?
So it's so funny, right? He wear a Mexican outfit or a stereotypical Mexican outfit, and then the Americans are also triggered, and think that he's cultural appropriating and very offensive. And in the end, he asked the Mexicans, and Mexicans are also happy. And the most funny part, Nebo actually posted the Chinese version. So I just want to add, this hat is more towards a Vietnamese culture. It's more associated with Vietnamese. It's worn by farmers, but my understanding this is a very Vietnamese thing. And this ridiculous outfit, I wear it before during my days in secondary school in the Chinese orchestra. Most Chinese wouldn't wear this at all. It's because this is ridiculous, and this is really what we call in English cringy. So we wouldn't wear this, but it is a very stereotypical Chinese clothing. The one that I wear is really very similar to this, all red with gold embroidery kind of, super stereotype thingy. Yeah, there's a whole story behind that, why our Chinese orchestra decided to wear that. Yeah, it's something related to stereotypes, but so we Chinese people do not feel offended when Westerners or non-Chinese people wear this. It's like, if you want to look silly, go ahead. We are very happy to see you look silly. It only makes us feel proud that you actually want to embrace our culture. Similarly to the Mexican one, I think it's the same. People are just very happy to see him wear the Mexican hat, Mexican clothes. But yeah, it's really normal. It's just like, would you have a problem if I wear a cowboy hat with the leather vest and then no, and then put some toy pistol by the side, walking like I have a big dick. So no, my name's Wyatt. Then yeah, I mean you guys will love it too, right? So what cultural appropriation? Woke stuff is full of nonsense. When I was younger, the idea is always to not be emotional, to be easily emotional damaged, to be stronger, to take the shit, to go through the hardship and be to grow up, to deal with the society. The world is evil, the world is unfair, it's hard. And somehow the work culture is like the opposite. Everybody have to care about your feelings. What I used to know is the opposite. It's like you shouldn't care at all. Like you should not care about the negative feelings, and you should learn to live with it. So anyway, this is the commander's briefing, and I'll see you in the next update.